Hello everybody, welcome back to the Please Wait screen. It is me, Momal, and we're back for the race this time for the USA Grand Prix. Usually it was glitching on everybody else's screen. So here we are now, back to a cloudy... fucking hell, hang on. Let's try to get this guy. Join and spec AI car. But no cutting, I'm watching. Okay, our grid, in case you've forgotten. Or you're just wanting to watch the race, which is absolutely fine. I don't judge you. I don't judge. Let me see. Phil from Millik, from Karnak, from Skillet. From Vioxic, from from Enigma, from S-Cube, from Crystal, from Aiden, from Samster, from Stella, from Z-Tykes, from DNTX Rage, from Wombo, from Yarmolenko, from Storm the King. Alright, okay, he's not racing today, unfortunately. Gotta make it to qualifying, I guess, to actually race, don't you? Right, here we go. We'll go television view as we get 2 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights! And away we go! Wow, a couple of slow starting cars there. It's caused a bit of confusion. The Renault gets away mighty fine. This thing's further down the grid. There's a bit of contact. There's a lot of argy-bargy going on there as everybody gets pushed wide. Oh, there's massive contact! In the midfield, it looked like somebody just got on the curb and lost the back end. A lot of cars involved. Right, just try to look on the onboard camera for actual damage. Enigma seems to be the only one who's got properly bad damage. Actually, Z-Tykes has also got no front wing. Samster looks fine on his front wing. So is Wombo. Millik on his way to cut back as he goes up the inside there. We already have Phil running away with it, I believe. He's actually got Skillets there too. Watch him as we're going to go down the grid. Here we go as they go. Oh, what a move! As he goes up the inside, that was S-Cube. He looks up to the inside. As we watch, oh, we've somehow hit the wrong thing. There we go as we watch for the battle for 4th place, this is. So we'll go a little bit further down. Wombo hits Samster, it looks like. Unintentionally, Samster goes a bit wide, but he's able to correct it. Wombo now looking for an overtake on the red Ferrari. Alright, we shall see how he goes. Continuing on here. No slipstream as of yet. Zomvova, who left the session. I didn't even realise he was in the session. But as we can see, just some random people seem to join. That was a bit weird. I've got no idea, Iceman. We use regular here as it does create a bit more battling. I think it's a little bit fairer in my opinion. In that sense, we've got Salah all over the back of Samster. Kanak on his recovery drive as well. GTX Rage just behind them. You see the grid. Enigma, it's been unlucky for him. He's fallen all the way back. And let's have a quick look at Aiden. He's in the pits as well. He was also involved in the incidents. So watch Salah now as he comes into the hairpin. He's looking for a move. At the moment, slipstream, no DRS. He's gonna go to the outside here. No room there as of right now. Sampster keeps the position. There's another train. S-Cube. Crystal Catcher from Milik as well. This is a very good battle here. Actually right on board, I think. I hate the cameras, how they work. It's a little bit stupid in my opinion, but oh well. Oh, there we go. Watch on our favourite camera angle, which is that one. And let's have a look at this battle from S-Cube's point of view. We'll watch this for a few laps and see how it develops. The battle for P3. Phil holding the lead very nicely. See there, they actually all go wide. He touches the apex. Goes through that wide apex. It's that apex cuts a little bit, but that is the way. Go on. Well, I don't believe so. I have watched Phil myself, Iceman, and he seems fairly legitimate to me as we're watching this battle for P3. Milik's actually beginning to get away. S-Cube won't be a fan of that, as I believe he's looking good for this race. Crystal Catcher actually is doing a good race here. He's a bit of an unsung hero. It's a little bit of lag there. He's trying to get in the slipstream from Milik. S-Cube's not even following him around. That's a little bit interesting. He's going to go for a dive move. He's thought better of it though. Skill as well, pulling away in P2. S-Cube in P5. Still on the back of Crystal Catcher. You've got to think he's going to make a move soon. He's going to go in here. That's ballsy. There's no room there. Oh! Crystal Catcher had taken him out there. That would have been his own fault. He went from way far behind. He actually messes up a little bit there, S-Cube, by going a little bit too much apex. There we go. Is he going to have a look into the first corner here? Will Crystal have any DRS? He doesn't. He's outside of the 1 second mark. And this means S-Cube's now going to be able to get right up, possibly alongside. He goes for the move. As I'm trying to find the right person, it's not happening. We'll go to broadcast view, and he's got the position. So that's P4 for him so far. We'll watch to see if Crystal can make a returning move actually on the straight. As you can see there, our race leader pulling away from Skillet, who's away from Milik, but I think Milik might be able to come back in this race. So I'll have a look over the shoulder sort of thing. So we can see the gap is not that big between these two. I think if Crystal wants to get alongside, which he's seeming to be able to be very close as well, he'll get DRS here. I don't think the Ferrari is in DRS range. He's not. The slit in the McLaren opens. He's going to go getting all of that juicy slipstream. He's going to go to the outside. S-Cube on the inside. Defends it nicely, but he goes round the outside, does the McLaren driver. And he gets the position. Wow, what a move. He keeps the position, but it's still a bit of nick and tuck here. S-Cube looking for a mistake, really. Out of Crystal, the McLaren driver. This is what we hope to see here. Too good a bit of racing. So we see Wiyombo looking behind as well in P6. That's not too bad for him. I think it's Wiyombo, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh. As he gets the position there, does S-Cube into P4. Is he going to make the same mistake? Actually, Crystal just says, nah, you're not taking me here, but the cutback didn't work for him last lap. Round the outside didn't work for him this lap. And into P4. S-Cube has a go, and we'll go again and see if he can hold the position down in P4 while they're going through the twisty section. We'll have a look further down the grid. Travis Stoller already in the pit stops. That's interesting. As you can see there, two cars going side by side. That is somebody I can't even see. It's there's contact. That was between the Sauber of Sampster, I believe, and Salah. As we saw some cars going side by side. We need to get back now to see Crystal Catcher. He should be on the long straight. He's fallen back. It looks like he's made a mistake somewhere. And that looks like P4 for the time being, wrapped up for S-Cube. Go back down the grid and try to find on battle Vioxic. Getting chased down here by the AMD FX Rage, but not quite close enough as of yet. ZTX sort of was on his own. Karnak just got past Enigma, who's getting charged down by Aiden. 3 drivers who I do think should be a little bit higher in this race. Obviously caught up in that first round incident. Why would we want to watch this camera angle, eh? We'll watch this and watch Enigma go up the inside of Karnak. There's a bit of locking there. Enigma actually closes the door quite nicely on Karnak. Doesn't leave any room for him to come back on. Fair play, and he gains 11th position. Back from the Renault driver, Aiden. He knows how to drive one of these cars. He's just taking his time, looking for the right moment. He actually gets a little bit sideways there. That looked exciting. Again, he is. Enigma running very wide actually there. He's taking the line they allowed this year in the F1 race. Now let's see in DRS who can benefit. Aiden's sort of in a little bit of a tricky position where he wants to get past both of them, but can't really. So actually can't even get past Enigma there on this turn. Aiden trying to go for a cutback move to try to get a bit more pace through here, but it doesn't really lead to an overtaking point as this corner, because this corner is flat. And do you really want to be able to be inside of it, somebody through these fast chicanes? Aiden taking quite a bit of curb here. And fucking Karnak, they're just not even giving a shit about track limits. There's Aiden there actually, now we talk about it, but what's allowed by the game, I guess. Come down 7, down to 1. Now up, shifting, trying to look for the time to gain on these 2 drivers in front of him. It's sort of a catch-22 sort of thing they have. They want to overtake each other, obviously, but they also want to keep up the pace. And battling doesn't do that. Talking about battling, this could be Aiden's chance here. He goes for the move. No room though. It was a smart play by him. It would have been very nice if one of the cars that went wide. He spotted the opportunity up the inside into this double left-hander. He's side by side through the turkey corners, I'll call them. See who's going to come out of this on top. It's Enigma on the inside, and that might have meant they've lost Karnak now. Maybe they might be able to get him. Whoa! Big tank slap, and now they're definitely going to lose Karnak as they go up the inside. They should both get DRS. Yes, they do. Side by side. Now up into the first corner. Starting lap number 7. We'll go for a run in a minute as Aiden hits the apex and gets the position. Closes the door nicely on Enigma. I'm sure they'll be seeing each other again in a lap's time. So we'll stay on board with this. Why not? While we're having good fun. Might as well keep at it. Aiden quite a bit away from the leaders at the moment now, unfortunately for him. Karnak, I think, making the correct strategy call here. He's gone onto the medium tyres. Going to try to go a little bit longer, try to get himself offset with the race leaders. Obviously, you don't really want to make a pit stop this early, but his hand has been forced, as they say. Now, will Aiden get any DRS? It's going to be close. He does not get any DRS, and I think this might be an easy-ish move for Enigma. Talking about easiest moves, we see Karnak going very easily up the inside of that Force India, I believe it's ZTX. If I've got my positioning right, which I've got no idea. Yeah, we'll go with yeah, I'm right. I've no idea. Actually, is that a lap car, I wonder? Could be, you know. Look. Rage, Crystal Catcher. Storm's not having a bad race. Yeah, it is ZTX, I apologise. Have a look there. Oh, what's happened to Aiden? We've lost him. Oh, no, man, no, he's not. He's just... It looks like he's made a small mistake, and that's let Enigma back past. That is unfortunate. Oh, try to get onto it. This system is annoying. There you go. There's actually a train coming up there as well. We'll go on board with Karnak. There we go, just the man I wanted to be on. Storm the King, the car in front. Karnak, the car behind. Actually runs a little bit wide there through that section. Making it very timid. He doesn't want to go into the back of Storm the King, which you can understand why you wouldn't want to do that. The King taking the curve to try and open up the corner. He does quite nicely. There's a little bit side by side through the into that last corner. Who is that? Enigma. Getting the better of Z-Takes, actually. Fair play. And Aiden goes into the back of him there. That wasn't the nicest, I'll admit. Not him. Now we can see, Storm the King with that move from Karnak. Getting pushed out wide. Lost him the speed, and he's lost all these places. That is unfortunate indeed. And Z-Tag's going for a very lungy move. Enigma seemed to break it quite late, as you saw from Aiden's point of view. And Aiden goes around the outside of Z-Takes, as he just has the more grip. He now turns to the inside, and he's got the position done and dusted. Now we watch these three as they continue their little struggle for power. Now for P9. We'll drive on, we'll go on board with Enigma, and then we'll switch to commentary view, broadcast view, whatever you want to call it. Aiden with a big tank slapper! And that is Z-Takes into the pits. Doesn't want to get involved in this battle. Enigma with DRS. No DRS on the Renault of Karnak. Also DRS on the Mercedes just behind as Z-Takes. As Enigma bides his time for now with Aiden. There is a Sauber out there. That'll be my Sauber, I wonder. Probably. I don't think we've lost anybody else from this race apart from that Williams driver, who I don't know who is. Let's have a look at our front grid. Wombo up into P3, that is insane. So you see Milik has Wombo not pitted. I think that's the case, yeah. It's a good race for him nonetheless. Phil on mediums and Skillets there. Looking like he could come under pressure in a few laps time. Let's try find our battle. Oh, and we've, of course, when we've done the jump cut, we have actually not missed anything. I apologise. Aiden now, he's closer to Enigma than Enigma is to the Renault. Now he looks to the inside. Aiden up the inside. Braking, turning. Leaves him the room. A little bit of nudging. Absolutely fine. He's obviously a bit more used to the GT3 cars where that nudging is very much allowed, in my opinion. But don't tell anybody else that. As we see now, they go into the next corner quite nicely. Indeed. Right. Continuing on this race. This little trio. Oh, he gets me scared every single time he goes through that corner. Aiden there. Gets me scared every single time. Indeed. See. Not quite close enough, is he, for a move. Let's go and have a look further up the grid from Wayombo Land, who's made his way up into P4. Yeah, actually, sorry, I apologise. He was in P4 before because these guys had pitted. His pit stop will be coming up soon, I'm sure. As now we're coming to the DRS line, it's the battle for P2, and it looks fairly easy. Let's actually move to Wayombo. That's not the person we wanted. Skillets there, it's the person we wanted, as he goes down into P3, and we see in the background as well S-Cube making the move on Wombo, who's on the older tyres. It's a fairly standard move. Milik up into P2. As of right now, Phil, our race leader, untouched so far. We'll try run back to this battle that we were having with Karnak and those lot, as we see Aiden under pressure from... No, show us from... the names have gone. Enigma. He goes up the inside into the next corner, touching that apex. Around the outside does Enigma go, and Milik setting the fastest lap. Oh, there's contact! Looked like Aiden didn't quite know he was still on the inside. It's not the end of the world contact though, luckily for both drivers. Now, if Enigma's going to be nice here, he should in theory give the position back, but we'll have to wait and see. I think it was a bit of a dodgy one, that. It's a difficult one to tell, and you can see now Aiden's a little bit pissed off. He's just got to calm down, calm the mood, and hope that he can stay in this battle. As now our front three are actually getting split up again. As Milix looking for blood. Blood in the Renault shape. See how our back markers are doing a little bit here as well. Struggling a little bit today is Yarmolenko. So takes on Samster. Salah all over the back of DNTX Rage. Here's our battle for P11. We shall come back to that any second now. So we'll have a look at our battle for P8 on the grid. As we come back, they've caught back up. Enigma's not fold the place to the Mercedes there, which, I mean, he did. It's a bit of a dodgy one. I think we'll have to have a look at the replay. But Enigma goes up the inside and into P8. Fairly standard move, DRS, and all. Karnak in P9 now. My voice is hardly taking it anymore, I'll be honest, and we're only on lap 11. We are struggling here. This is why we need a co-commentator. Applications down below. There's no applications, but if you do actually want to come and help me co-commentate, feel free to add me on Steam, and we'll have a look. We'll have a look. We will. No Yoda, so there you go. Right, jumping back now to Salah in P12. The NTX Rage in P11. As he runs wide, actually, we can just about see that battle up ahead as well from his front wing. Don't think there's any dive bombing moves that I need to jump to. Actually, a little bit far away, aren't they? Let's jump up to Agent in P10. Not where he wanted to be, but that's the way of the racing, isn't it? Let's see here. He's right on the back of that yellow Renault car. Enigma is actually starting to pull away from these 00. Yeah, it sort of works. It sort of works, I'll admit. It wasn't the best, but we've got there in the end. As you can see now, he's not quite in position for a move, as we see Enigma's tyres smoking under the pressure he's exerting them under the brakes. S-Cube, I think, might be beginning to catch skillets a little bit, but we'll jump back to this battle for now. Whoa! Again, big tank slapper through that corner for Aiden. Scares me shitless every single time. I can't imagine what he's thinking. But yeah, Enigma's starting to pull away. Oh, come on, this is a shit view, innit? See Aiden's point of view. Still not actually there. I thought he might have went for a move there. Is that P... That's Riombo there in P7. He's just come out and enjoyed and just went, hopefully we'll get him free yet. Not today, my friend. Not today. He joins the battle we are currently watching for P7 it is now. Well, the man who started on soft tyres is now on mediums. So he's expecting to go quite long in this stint. He really wants to keep ahead of these tree. But we'll have a look where it goes now. It's also closed the gap, actually, between the Haas car and the Renault. Aiden seemed to have fallen back a little bit there. A few bad corners. But as we can see now, Enigma going up the inside, and Karnak as well. He's making himself known. As he actually does force his way through that. And... ooh, Wombo not giving up without a fight, which is fair play to him indeed. But he does lose in the end. So I feel like we're going to have a bit of topsy-turvy. Topsy-turvy racing to do. As of right now. Wiombo actually getting the slide there instead of Aiden. That makes things a little bit different, doesn't it? That is interesting. Apparently I'm a great commentator. Thank you, Aleja. I'm sorry, I butchered your name, but that's the way we go. That's the way we're saying it. That's the way we're going with it today. Who are you sporting then today, good sir? I won't even try to pronounce your name again because we know how badly that goes. See, actually, a couple of other drivers starting to catch up on this group as well. Weombo's struggling on those medium tyres. It does look like Karnak to Enigma. The gap looks... It's difficult to tell. Yeah, he's not overtaking him this lap. Let's put it that way. That's been one hell of a dive bomb. And Aiden, wait, is Aiden... Oh, Aiden's got past Weombo literally as we move away, which is just absolutely standard, isn't it? Really, he moves away as we try to spectate the overtake, which has already happened. DNTX Rage also joining this battle, and I think that's Salah in the red car behind. Yes, because S-Cube is further up the grid. Talking about that, oh, yep, just to confirm, it is actually Salah. I'm all over this. I know how to commentate. Crystal Catcher, sort of now going for a little bit of a silent one. P5, that's good for him. That is good for him indeed. Skeleton P3. Actually, under pressure from S-Cube. I'm glad we've switched at this point. As we now aim to find out who's going to grab the position. Here for P3, the final step on the podium. Still a long way to go in this race. 13 laps to go, just over half race distance. As we come to the hour mark here. As this is just... Why would you show us this camera view? Oh dear, he goes round the outside into P3. It was a spectacular overtake, but we'll never get to see it because we decided to watch his rear diffuser. Exhaust pipe, surely I think that is actually. I apologise. But we'll see if he can make a comeback move into the first corner. It's going to have to be a little bit of a dive bomb. He is struggling. Those medium tyres don't seem to be working around here at all. We've seen S-Cube struggle on them, and also Wombeto behind. He seemed to struggle on them as he came out of the pits. I think he's just a little bit too far behind to make a move into the first corner, which is unfortunate. Would have been nice to seen these guys going toe to toe. Actually, these are the back end quite a bit there. Crystal Catcher, as we've said, running a sterling race there in P7. Karnak actually pulled away from our little trio, but actually I think a couple of people. Oh, the guys on softs, Aiden and... Oh, we're going for Enigma in the Haas car. Have both gone into the pits for soft tyres, I believe. Well, off soft tyres. Aiden there in P12, he's gone onto the mediums. And Enigma's gone P11 onto the softs once again. Miembo and DNTX Rage. The battle for supremacy between the Germans in the Toro Rosso. So now, obviously trying to find a battle. Crystal, I said he's having a great race at the moment. Skillet's falling behind him, gets from his cube. But the advantage he has now is he's already run the medium tyres. So, in theory, he shouldn't have to. He should have the pace near the end of the race on S-Cube. So we might see a move back there for P3. So I've got to keep hydrated. As we see now, the battle. Well, not really much of a battle, but the psychological warfare, we'll put it that way, between Phil, our leader, and Milik, our P2 and championship leader. 1.4 seconds behind. He's now counting down the time until he can DRS this boy up. I'm beginning to yawn. Storm the King. As we go have a quick run through our grid here. Aiden's actually seems to have lost quite a bit of time there on the on Enigma. Salah in P10. And obviously our Toro Rosso pairing have now actually... Who's that gone into the pits? That's Karnak into the pits. Let's see, where is he going to come out of here? He is going to want... He's come onto the super soft tyres. He comes out behind Enigma. Trying to look for... and that is... No, it's not him. Where? Oh no, there... Yeah, I apologise. That first car was indeed Aiden. Karnak's lost quite a few positions there. I don't know why he's not gone on the soft tyres and just decided, fuck it, I'll go to the end, but he's the driver and not me. Oh, go with that decision as I'm yawning. See the Red Bull drivers. Toro Rosso drivers. So, Crystal Catcher. I'm impressed by him, albeit I'll admit, P5. That is a very good position. I'm sure he's happy with it indeed. Boom. See if we can find... Let's actually have a look at Karnak. On board as he goes past the Toro Rosso Force India of... I'm going with Z-Takes here, boys. Oh, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Well, it was a 50-50 chance, let's say that much, though. I can't be that a genius, can you, really? When it's a 50-50 chance, but I'll take the credits. Hello, Jaden. Hope you're having fun, my good friend. Oh, dear. Who are you cheering for today, then? 13 people watching, that is pretty good indeed. For me screaming at other people driving, which is quite interesting. I hope you're all having fun. Salah in the pits. Salah in the pits. P13, P14 he might come out. No, stays in P13 ahead of Samsterham, who is the driver behind actually in the... Force India. There we go. We're getting there. Obviously, still a bit new to this, so I apologise. My commentating isn't super, but you're gonna have to live with that. That is? Oh, I swear I saw two Ferraris lined astern there. Who's that? They're coming up on then. It's not Milik. Milik in the pits. Milik in the pits. Milik in the pits. He's gonna drop down now to at least P4. P5, I think, is quite far behind, so he's got a gap to fall into. He's going for the undercut on Phil, our leader. This is going to be interesting. It's going to have to be good on in-lap. We'll ride on board for the in-lap from Phil. Watch him now not come in and ruin our hopes and dreams of having an interesting battle, but hey, we've got to get there somewhere, right? But we continue on nicely. Lap 19 of 28. We'll watch his in-lap. Apex nicely actually there. Karnak setting the fastest lap. Turn up for the books, isn't it really? Karnak. He is on the super soft, so you've got to remember that. We'll actually switch back to him as well at some point because I believe he's got an interesting race to come on as well. Phil now through the fast right-handers. As you can see, he carries quite a lot of pace through there. Now we're going to have to see how are the Renault team going to... He stays out! Phil stays out. That was... I knew it was going to happen. I prepared myself. But we'll go have a look at Karnak, who is on a mission right now. He's already cleared Aiden, has he? Yeah, he has. Enigma, his next target. He'll probably just be able to see his speckles. Actually, probably not. Down the straight. As I said, Wiombo slightly behind. The NTX Rage as the Toro Rosso's lined astern in P7 and P8. P6 is Vioxic. P5 is Crystal Catcher, who once I said I'm singing his praises because he's not a driver I would expect for P5, and he's on there on pace as well. It seems he's doing quite decent there. As he actually currently goes up into P5 as S-Cube comes out just behind. He's on the super softs. Will the super softs go 8 laps? That is the question I have for you guys at home. What do we think? P3 we have Milik, but he's in Fury P2 as Skillets has not pitted as of right now. And we've got our leader. Unless is Skeleton Phil going to the end? Could this be an interesting strategy choice in strategy choice land? As Yarmolenko very nicely getting out of the way for the Toro Rosso Williams driver of Skillets. As we're trying to find a battle here. Samster. Fucking I'm all over the show. Salah just a few seconds behind Z-Tykes. Aiden, he's really fallen off the pace in those mediums. Those mediums seem fairly appalling, I'll be honest. Karnak in P10. Enigma in P9. Who's actually catching on Wombo in P8. So that could be one to watch for a while, but we'll keep going down the grid. He's actually fallen away from his teammate, DNTX Rage. Fioxic, as you can see, whoa! S-Cube going up the inside of Crystal Gacha for P4. And he goes round the outside to gain P4. S-Cube on the newer tyres. Should have been an easy overtake. Was an easy overtake. And Crystal Gacha goes into the pits for his final stop. He's probably going to go onto the super soft tyres as well. Do one last massive stint to the end. He'll come out P6, I believe. Skillets. We have our battle for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. We have a battle for the lead. Milik in P2 on the soft tyres. Phil in P1 on the super soft tyres. In theory, it should be an easy pull-away win for Phil, so you've got to think he's going to have to make the move fairly quickly as well. And Skillick on medium tyres, very old medium tyres, so I believe he's going to have to fall away near the end. I thought Phil might have ended this race on super softs as Milik goes for the move. It's a lunge into the hairpin. He knows he has to do it, otherwise Phil will run away, but is he also the championship leader? Phil is closest rival in that battle as of right now. The lunge didn't work, so he goes for one again here. It's clean racing, but oh, Milik's not quite there. He's not able to make the move. His final chance before I feel like the Renault car will just bolt away is going to be into this first corner. But he seems far behind. Unless, of course, he can gain close enough and then hope he makes a small mistake and just be right on him into the long straight, into the hairpin where he tried the dive bomb move. Although it's going to be difficult. As I'm sure he knows, he's not really that close at all at the moment, is he? He's now got to hope that Phil makes a mistake. Phil obviously not being the most experienced in the lead, but he seems to be keeping his cool. And I thought the Renault of Skillets did pit, and he does pit onto the super soft tyres as well. So, we'll have to see where everybody comes out at the moment. I think, well, actually, we'll continue watching this battle for P2. P3 as well is the one to watch out for. Yeah, he does seem a little bit far behind. I think he might already be out of DRS. He is as well. Wow, that's the difference between the two tyres. Got us excited for a second there, you did, boys, but not to be. S-Cube also on soft tyres. Skillets on super soft, even. I apologise. Interesting. Everybody still seems to be on DNTX Rage. He is getting absolutely catapulted, if you want to use that word. It's a technical term, I know, but hope you guys know the battle for P6. DNTX Rage on medium tyres. The Haas on soft tyres. The Haas of Enigma on soft tyres, I should say. Vioxic in the McLaren on super soft tyres. And that's Karnak lurking in the background. As now we can see Phil setting the fastest lap on the super soft tyres. To be expected, really. There's no room there for you to go there, Vioxic. As the Haas goes round the outside and gains the position. He knows he's got to stick with him. Oh, Vioxic. He knows he's got to stick with him because he wants to get that position in P6. So he knows he's got to try to stick with, and he's really got to make the move into the first corner now, otherwise the Haas does run the risk of getting away. So it's a do-or-die move, really, now for Vioxic. This move on Wiombo could be for P6 as well. He's not even going to wait for the first turn. Oh, he's not quite there, is he? He's going to have to pick up the slipstream. They both get DRS. Hence why he should have maybe done one more bit of setting up. He's going to have to go for the move here. Otherwise, I think that 6th place is going to be lost from him. He doesn't make the move. I believe 6th place might be lost actually on the exit. He's going to get the more traction. Round the second corner. The inside line to the Toro Rosso. He's not there. He is not there, and he is not in P7. And now it could be more damage as his former teammate of last season is lurking in his background. The Renault car of Karnak. On the super soft tyres as well. Vioxic, he's not giving up without a fight. He'll get DRS as well. He's going to go for the move. He's not quite brave enough on the brakes. Oh, he's forced him into a mistake though. He's going to go for the move and he gets it into B7. He's now going to charge down that Haas F1 car in P6. Karnak as well. He's looking for P8. It's wheel to wheel, the former teammates. Getting very close, but no contact as of right now, which is good. And not what we like to see. We'll quickly jump up here. Further up the grid. Skillets indeed catching SQ Milik. Still quite a ways to go to our race leader. But we'll jump back to this battle. I'll take a sip of water and I shall have a breather. And when I say sip, I mean gulp. Because I'm not sure how long my voice is going to go before I cannot talk anymore. But hopefully we'll be able to get it to the end of this race. And what a race it's shaping up to be for P6 at the moment. Enigma currently holding that position. Vioxic in P7. On the newest tyres, it's got to be said, he's 3/10 up on his fastest lap of the race, so he's ready, he's primed. And he's only got a few laps to do it, so let's see if he can't make it count here. I'm bursting for a P as well, so if you could hurry up the race so I could do that, that would be pleasurable for my downstairs area. He goes up the inside. Now does Vioxic into the hairpin at the end of the straight. He's got the move fairly simple. And he's going to hold that position down for P6. Now he needs to bolt so he does not get under pressure from the Renault of his former teammate in Karnak. But who knows what's going to happen. You've still got the chance of going into the first corner with the DRS and slipstream in this game being fairly OP. So we're going to have to see. But you know what the power of the super soft tyres are like. Now does go. Came fairly quick. Car behind him does get DRS. Now it depends how much does he want the 6th place. Vioxic actually playing that very smart. Parks his car in the middle. And Karnak, Jesus, Nora. He's gone for a move there. That has got to be a hand me back. As he's forced him off the track. And he does do that. Indeed. Very sportsmanlike from Karnak. You're watching the DTX Rage in P9. Aiden has made his way into a points paying position as he overtakes Wiombo for P10. I'm sorry, Phil, we were going to give you a bit of moment there, but I've seen there's an overtaking opportunity for P7. It's Enigma from the Renault of Karnak. And Karnak goes to the outside as we fucking watch this diffuser shot again! As he gets the move done into the hairpin. He makes it stick. All the tyres on the Haas F1 car struggling now. P8, still not a terrible position for him. Is a lot of fast drivers in this league. I'm sure he knows. So he's not doing too bad. Talking about, I've got to admit, if he keeps it in P5, he's my driver of the day, Crystal Catcher. He's really has shown that he's got the pace here around this track. Fair play to him. If anybody's listening in, who would be your driver of the day? So you've got Phil, who's dominated. Phil in P2. Skillet in P3, who's actually made a move on S-Cube. I did say he was catching a while back. I do apologise that we missed that one. It would have been a nice one to see. We've got a battle. Fuck! What was that battle for? Oh no, I think that was actually Milik, wasn't it? Catching up some lap cars. I've no idea. No idea. Samster actually catching up on Z-Types for P13. Wombo in P12. He's lost a position to Salah. And Aiden in P10. DNTX Rage in P9. Enigma in P8. Karnak in P7. Vioxic in P6. Crystal in P5. S-Cube in P4. Skillets in P3. Skintillic, whatever you want to call yourself. Milik in P2. And our race leader, Will. Samster has retired from the session. What's happened there then? I don't think I can see. Samster, my friend, if you are about, feel free to join me in the commentary booth, which is just a couple of jumps down. Samster, it looks like actually there he might have retired, as I normally don't have the I mute everybody straight away, so that's unfortunate. I think now we are counting down the laps now for this one to be done. Skillets. Oh no! Skillets has been taken out by a lapped car! Storm the King! What has happened there then? I cut to it and Skillets was being taken out by the lapped car of the Manor, and that has thrown a turnip in the race. Skillets, our final podium position holder, has been taken out with 2 laps to go. It's not a great place to overtake a lapped car, I'll admit, but even still, that is big news. My sound seems to be glitching as well. Sound like Formula E cars right now. Bloody hell, what's going on there? Right, let's switch over to the car sounds. They just don't sound right. It's knocking me off. I'll admit, it's knocking me off. Right, I don't know whether to go on board or not. I was gonna go on board for his final lap. You know what? We'll do it anyway. I'll make the car noises. Brrr. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Don't know what's happened. That's a weird one. You can even hear the brakes squeaking. That's cool. That is pretty cool. I like that, mate. But anyway. Phil coming around for his final lap of the race. He's run a good one. He's done the job. He's done exactly what he's had to do. A couple of podiums before this race he's had. And he finally adds... Well, let's not do the commentator curse on him now. He's on his course to take another win. As you can see there, his tyres look fairly marbled up. Let's put it that way. Takes the apex. He's probably getting the emotions. So he's savouring the crowd. Through the final few corners. Round the never-ending right-hand of the turkey corner, as I call it. Now into the little quick left. Now he only knows there's one more corner to go. And Phil, you are a race winner in PRL. He comes across the line to win his first race in PRL in the Renault team car. P2 goes to Milik. P3 goes to S-Cube after interesting circumstances. He's not actually done as of now. But it will go to him, as I believe everybody else has finished already. So we'll watch him go through the final few corners as well from the broadcast camera. P3 goes to S-Cube. We'll have to find out what happened to Skintilix, or fucking Skillet, whatever he wants to be called. I'm not that too bothered. Watch Crystal Catcher in P4, my driver of the day. That is a very good result for him. He should be very proud indeed. Beating his veteran teammate, who's in P5 in Vioxic. P6 is Karnak. P7 is Enigma, who's actually getting under threat from DNTX Rage, but I think he'll have just enough to cover him off for now. Which he does. Enigma from DNTX Rage. Aiden comes across the line to get 2 points in P9, his first race of the season. Salah comes across the line to finish out the point scorers. Wayombo unlucky today. He did seem to have a decent start. P11. Fortunately, first of the losers for him. Good race nonetheless from him. Showed consistency throughout. And he's the final person to cross the line. So we'll do one quick run through. Phil from Milik, from SQ, from Crystal Catcher, from Vioxic, from Karnak, from Enigma, DNTX Rage, from Aiden, from Salah, from Wombo, from Zedtakes, from Yarm, from Skillets, who obviously did get taken out by Storm the King, from Salah. Thank you ever so much for watching, and we shall see you next race at a track which I cannot remember. So we'll see you then. Goodbye.